Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking to everyone about my favorite series. I did a poll on Twitter and yeah, this is what the people wanted, so I'm going to give the people what they want. Anyway, so I'm going to go in order just because that's easier, I think, for me. The first series that I want to talk about is Mistborn. This is my all-time favorite series. I actually just read it recently, and I read it because of BookTube. A year ago, I would say. And so, yeah, it's really good. It's about a street rat named Vin who has magical powers but doesn't know it. She gets picked up by a hodgepodge bunch of different fellas who are looking to take down a Lord Ruler. And she actually has one of the most powerful powers you can have in this world. But she has no idea, and they pick up on it actually, and they're like, "Ooh, we need her." So they take her off the streets, and they house her and take care of her and things like that, in exchange for her helping them infiltrate royalty and taking down the Lord Ruler. So, but it's really good, and I really like it. It's one of my favorites. This series is actually brand new. I actually read the first book in this series 3 days ago or so. This is the second book that I'm actually reading now because, I mean, it's amazing. So, yeah, so the writing in these books are just phenomenal. I love the writing. If you've seen my last two videos, you can hear me gush about it. It's just beautiful. And this book is not disappointing at all. It has, what I like about it is it has different point of views from different characters that we haven't seen yet. So yeah, and anyways, it's just basically the smallest summary I can give you without giving away too many spoilers is it's about a girl with magical powers that can see magical beings trying to save her village from big baddies in the wood. But it's really good. I think the female characters in these books are really strong, which I really enjoy. And yeah, it's just it's based on a fairy tale. It's written like a fairy tale. It makes me feel like I'm reading Hans Christian Andersen or Brothers Grimm or something like that. And I mean, it's just, I think it's phenomenal, and I can't believe she's the debut author, and I will read everything. Well, I say that. I think as of right now, I would read anything that comes out by her, and I adore this novel and this series, and I will read the third one. I don't know if it's out yet. So yeah. But anyways, yeah. So this is actually called the Winternight Trilogy. So by Katherine Arden. My next favorite, which will not be a surprise to anybody, is, well, I don't have the dust jacket because I collect dust jackets and I'm gonna put them on a wall one day. But it's Harry Potter, obviously, and this is the 7th book. I'm not gonna tell you what Harry Potter is about. I'm sure everyone already knows, but I love this book, and I just started reading it, the first one, to my daughter. She hasn't really picked up on it yet because I think she might be still too young. But she asks me to read it almost every night. She's like, "Mom, can you read me Harry Potter?" And I'm like, "Yes, of course. Of course I'll do that for you." So yeah, so right now I'm rereading the first one, but it's a very slow progress because I only get I don't know, through 6 pages before she falls asleep. And then this is embarrassing. Not this series, but the state the book is in. So my next one is Lord of the Rings, and I don't know how this happened. I have no idea. I feel so bad. I said in another video that I am so hard on books, but I mean, I have no idea how this happened. Anyway, so Lord of the Rings, a lot of people think that Lord of the Rings is too descriptive and too boring, and you know what? They're probably right. But I love these books. I mean, it is very descriptive. I love these books. It's just about Frodo and his trek across Middle-earth to fight the big fight, the fight of good and evil, or whatever. And I just reread the first and second book over Christmas, last Christmas, and I'm about to start reading the third. Good. I really like the friendships in this book. I don't know, I love, my favorite part about this book is that everyone breaks up at some point and then they all get reunited, and then I love the reunited parts, because that's like my favorite part of any book ever. Oh my gosh, I love like reunions. Speaking of splitting up all the time, my next favorite is the Lunar Chronicles. I always want to say Cinder Trilogy, but it's the Lunar Chronicles. There are 4 books. There's Cinder, based on Cinderella, a retelling of Cinderella. There's Scarlet, based on Red Riding Hood. There is Cress, which is Rapunzel. And then there is Winter, which is Snow White. And these books, okay, so I did not want to read these books. My cousins, they were like, read these books, read these books. They're so good, they're so good. It took me, I read to page 100 twice of Cinder. Cinder bored the crap out of me at the beginning. But then, like, once the story gets going, oh my gosh, like, halfway through, or, like, around here, the story gets going, and you just slide through the rest of the 4 books. It is non-stop, action-packed, and the characters always get split up, and then there's reunions, and then, so I love these books, and I like the characters. There's like 8 main characters in these books, and they just, I don't know, they kind of remind me of like Star Wars, like the Star Wars characters, how they meet, and then there's like no hate instantly. Like they're just like all in love with each other, and then they're just like friends. Not like in love and relationships, but just like in love as friends, and everyone is friends, and I adore that. It made me really happy. These books were so much fun to read, and it made me so happy to read them. So yeah. This honestly used to be higher up on my list. This is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. And they used to be so high on my list. Like, I adore these books, but it has been 4 years since I've read the 5th one. And I don't know if the 6th one comes out, I will probably read them. But honestly, I don't know. I may lose interest by the time it comes out. I guess I'm not like a true fan or whatever. Very descriptive, but also has a lot of great characters in these books, and each chapter it switches. Like each chapter, like this is told by Samwell, and then the next chapter will be told by Tyrion, and then the next chapter. And I love when books have different perspectives from different characters, because I just think that makes the book way more complex, and I love it. And it's fun to get into multiple people's minds and see like what's going on, and that's what this book does. So Game of Thrones is on my list. This is actually kind of new too, and it surprised the crap out of me, honestly. This is the Illuminae Files series, and this is Gemina, which I just read. I read like in 2 sittings, but what I love about this book is like how it's formatted. I mean, I hope that didn't like spoil anything, but I mean, I have never read a book like this, and it's just so much fun. And I really feel like as an author that this is so hard to do. I mean, you're basically telling a story, but you're not telling it through your natural writing style. You are doing it through texts and documents and phone calls and chat messaging. So it's really good. I really like it. But anyways, they're really big, really long, and I can't wait. Obsidio just came out, and so I'm really excited because I hate waiting for books to come out. So this is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite books as a child growing up that just kind of stuck with me. Oh wait, yeah. This is really embarrassing because the front and the back got torn off. I mean, I've had this book for like 10 years, or 11 or 12, I don't know. But this is the Chronicles of Narnia. I love these books. This is all 7 of them. And I'm reading these to my daughter as well because they're so fun and they're so sweet. And this is actually, Lemony Snicket got me into reading, but this is one of the ones that also, like, they both got me into reading. And so this is definitely one of my favorites. So yeah. Anyway, so that's my video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. These are my favorite series. I honestly may have forgot some, but these are the ones that came to my mind. Okay, I will see you next video. Bye!